Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Today we have a very special guest, but before we get to that, we need to talk about these press boxes that Meghan is putting out. We were on with Jen yesterday, and I went on another tirade about how it doesn't make sense to put out press boxes after the launch. And I know it's like one of those things where it's like, Nancy, chill out. I'm sorry, I'm not going to chill out because this doesn't make any sense. Okay. It's just, it drives me crazy. So Meghan has been giving the press boxes out to her friends, and they've been putting it up on their Instagram stories like they should have done with the lemon baskets a long time ago. They never did it.
Only 5 of them did.
Yeah. Now, as we are filming this, Delphina has still not put her press box.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, but other people have. So let's look at the people that have put their press boxes up. Some we can play, some we can't because of the music. So just bear with us, but we'll tell you who they are. This, of course, is Kerry Washington, who she went to the Beyonce concert with Tyler Perry. She also went to some moon goddess magic thing.
She went to the Paley Awards with
Tyler
and Meghan.
This is, of course, her friend Kelly Zaflin. She's the woman that is the plus. Meghan is always her plus one.
Yes.
Whenever they go to that gala for the Children's Hospital, she is there for everything, pretty much. I mean, she merches her necklaces for Kelly. She does a lot of stuff for Kelly. It's just kind of like that relationship where you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
She's married to a well-to-do
entertainment lawyer. Mm-hmm. Yes. And she is unboxing it, showing it. Oh, how they love that calligraphy.
They love that.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, look, I get this too.
Ooh, it's a
Do you think Meghan did the bow herself?
I'm sure she did.
It probably took her like 10 minutes since it takes her like an hour to wrap something. I can only imagine how long it took. All right, Kelly, we get it.
Wood box.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's a head in it.
Yeah. What's in the box?
Oh my God. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
That is, of course, from Seven, one of the best movies ever made. Oh God! You don't need to show us that we get it, Kelly.
Get it. Yeah, it's a yeah.
Now this is her friend, that highbrow hippie girl that she went for the hair care stuff.
Which we think that she has a piece of the pie in that.
Well, she says she's an investor.
Yes.
So it's not something she keeps close to the vest. She tells people she's an investor with this woman.
Invest in hair care.
So she's probably on that Lemonada podcast.
I'm sure she is.
Now, this is a lady named Tara Thomas, and she's a NYC chef. Here is her Instagram page. Good for her. I've never heard of her, but she is directing the future of food. I'm kind of proud of Meghan for giving something to a woman of color.
Yeah,
I got to be honest with you. It was a shock at first. I'm very happy she did it. Now we get to the girl who's that podcaster. And she got super excited because Meghan sent her a note saying, this is the fun part, that really creepy note. So let's hear what she has to say. Of course, she's going to gush all over Meghan.
What package I just got. I cannot believe it. Does the handwriting ring a bell? Why am I so excited? Why am I so excited? This is the next step in our relationship. First a letter, then I suppose a jam. As ever. Oh, wait. Okay. Not as elegant as Meghan. Oh my God, tease. Yay, yay. Hallelujah. Have you ever seen such a fancy jam?
I've never seen such a stupid jam. I mean, the way she is gushing, like Meghan really is a actual. I mean, they act like
How fancy she's
she's fancy. What did she do to become so fancy? Now we have Olivia McDowell. She is an influencer, but what is really important about what she says is the jam is not sweet, it's sour, and she likes that.
It smells really good. Wow. Okay, I spoiled it. Wait. We gotta slice our toast. All right, first taste of Meghan's jam. Wow, this is the perfect sour jam. It's not too sweet. I don't like my jams too sweet. This is amazing. Let's try the tea. We can't forget about the tea.
Okay, so Olivia says it's sour jam. She's happy about that because she doesn't like her jam. Again, it's not jam, it's a spread. She doesn't like it very sweet.
Maybe she meant spoiled.
It might have spoiled, we don't know. Now we have a woman who's an actual critic for the Daily Mail, and she is giving her honest critique.
Okay.
And this woman does not seem to have any bias against Meghan whatsoever. She's being completely honest in her critique of this jam.
So this is Meghan's As Ever jam. We're so excited to try it. You open it right up. This is the gorgeous jam. I will say it is a little bit small. I do like that there's like her branding is at the top. I think it's very chic. And it is a little liquidy, but she did say that like in the description. It smells good. It smells very sweet, very raspberry. I will try a little bit on this toast. Okay, it is pretty liquidy. It's a pretty color.
Look at her face when she first bites into it.
Yeah. you can't lie on the first bite.
No. It's lingering. She cannot look like she likes it at all.
Oh my god, it's so sweet. This feels like more of like something that you put over ice cream or a crepe or a dessert. I think alone on toast it like is very sweet and a little bit overpowering. It's definitely not as thick as, you know, some other jams that are out there. But it is good. Like if you made a dessert with this, I think it would be really delicious. It just is a little sweet bite, like all on its own.
Okay, so she's saying it's sweet. Olivia, what were you saying?
All right, first taste of Meghan's jam. Wow, this is the perfect sour jam. It's not too sweet. I don't like my jams too sweet. This is
Okay.
Wait, which
So
one is it?
Either Olivia got spoiled jam. She could just have a weird palate. The other one could have a weird palate. We don't know. But there is no happy medium when it comes to this jam. It's either super sweet or sour. Oh my God.
Maybe it's like, you know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant and they give you the sweet and sour sauce so you could dip your wontongs in it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that.
Now, it did say that there
I
was a
don't
lot
know.
of sugar in it in that jam. So let's look at what the ingredients are again. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but raspberries, organic pure cane sugar, organic lemon juice concentrate, and fruit pectin. Now, what the heck is fruit pectin? Pectin is a natural complex starch and gelling agent found in the cell walls of fruit and vegetables. Okay, so it's like the stuff that like makes it all gooey, I guess. Not mathing to me. The fact that she can't say organic raspberries, where is she getting these raspberries from? She could be getting these from out of the country for all we know. And that's what I think is happening because she's not saying organic raspberries. Now, who cares? But I just wanted to show you guys so far who is, you know, giving their critiques or getting their boxes or whatever. Also that Jamie Kern-Lima did. She does this whole long thing.
Oh, no.
The entire site sold out. in minutes. So it let me buy 2 jams.
I'm not going to bore you with it. She went on some rant about how she tried to buy it herself. And then she was like, I'm so happy that she sent me a press box because I tried to buy it out. And it was like, it's all sold out.
She was lying.
Also, who got a press box is that Emma girl who does all the stuff for the Kardashians. She owns Skim. She owns Good American.
She's going to actually be on the Founder Show, the podcast with Meghan.
Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't shock me.
Yeah. Also, this publication called Ink was able to go into Meghan's house and do an interview with her.
Which house?
Exactly. But no pictures, though.
Oh.
They weren't allowed to take pictures.
Ooh, of course not.
Who the hell cares? Nobody cares. We know what your house looks like, Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex recently spoke to Ink surrounding the first product launch of her business venture, the fruit spreads, honey, flower sprinkles, teas, and other tasty offerings, all carefully selected by Meghan, sold out within an hour. Yeah, we know. I hope that people see that reflected in whatever it is that I'm creating and putting out there, she told the outlet. It's just an extension of me. As ever, plans to unveil new items seasonally, expanding beyond culinary products, including hospitality and home offerings. God, this is going to be such a train wreck. I mean, seriously, she doesn't know the first thing of selling home goods. Meghan may have already given a glimpse into one of the home goods she intends to release in a recent social media video. In a reel shared on April 1st, she looked over the packaging for one of the As Ever products while other items from the brand covered the table. In addition to the recent released items, a white platter appears to have the As Ever logo, a palm tree flanked by 2 hummingbirds, a favorite of Prince Harry's. Oh, God. An insider previously told people the distinct shape enclosing the bird. Yeah, we don't care. As Ever launched in partnership with Netflix CPG division, Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos recently said, "We're a passive partner in Meghan's company." Yeah, okay. The Duchess of Sussex told Ink that she was building out a very different business plan until she met with Josh Simon, Netflix Vice President of Consumer Products. The reach from Netflix, coupled with my vision for the brand, felt like it was going to be a really perfect match. Oh my God, a perfect match. You're selling like high-end home goods in a merch shop for TV shows? Good Lord. She added they have tremendous experience on licensing deals and turning brands and shows into really good products like Bridgerton, shouting out Shonda Rhimes' royal-inspired series, which has expanded off-screen into fan experiences, concerts, and more. Exactly. It's like Squid Game. Nobody wants a fan experience of Meghan Markle's cooking show. That doesn't make any sense. Recently speaking to People in an exclusive interview, the Duchess of Sussex opened up about the ups and downs of starting a business. There are tons of twists and turns. Even with the name, she said, I was figuring it all out in real time. Ultimately, Meghan defined the experience by growth. I appreciate everyone who gave me the grace to make mistakes and figure it out and also be forgiving with myself through it, she explained. It's a learning curve. Meghan will open up more about her experiences as an entrepreneur on her new Dumbass podcast. Nobody cares. I'm exhausted. Well, we will see who else puts out their press boxes and get back to you tomorrow during our Sunday live. I'm sure there will be more.
Do you think she sent only 50?
I think she sent as many as she could.
No, I'm just saying, like, the 50 was the number.
No,
Yeah.
I think she thought that
more than she should.
I think she overshot her shot with the 50. I really thought she thought there was going to be 50 people that would show it on Instagram. I think she thought Oprah would do it and Michelle Obama would do it and Beyonce would do it. I mean, I still haven't seen any of them do it. I mean, none whatsoever. Jill Biden, hey, she's out of public.
Gwyneth?
Yeah, where's Gwyneth? Gwyneth today put up, she cooked pork. That's what she put up today.
For
And
her
then she
husband.
talked about her under eye serum.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she put out. But yeah, I'm sure she got one, but I don't think she's gonna put it.
Yeah.
That I could be wrong. Gwyneth has surprised all of us lately, so who knows? Okay, guys, we want to share with you our awesome friend Jenny Buchanan. If you have kids, if you have grandchildren, you want to know about these books that she has written. They can save lives. They can also just help you guys out as parents trying to get your kids to go to the doctor's office. Trust me,
Which
okay?
is truly an anxious time for all of us.
All of us. Yeah. And I wish I had these books when I was a kid. I even wish I had them when I was a kindergarten teacher. Without further ado, our wonderful friend from New Zealand, Jenny Buchanan.
Hello, everybody. We promised you a very special Friday guest, and here she is. It is the lovely Jenny Buchanan.
Hello.
She is. Hi.
She's coming all the way from New Zealand.
Yes.
I have so many friends that watch the show from New Zealand. So this is so
cool.
exciting. This is so exciting.
Yeah, and it actually, which is funny, our parents are friends, and they met. Did they meet at the cruise?
A cruise.
Yeah, they met on the
Yeah,
cruise,
they did, and they became really good friends.
Yeah.
And they,
Yeah.
of course, when you have your parents talking, they got to talk about their offspring and go, oh, well,
Yeah.
what do your kids do?
Yes.
So, well, our kids, they have a YouTube channel. What does
And
your
the-
child do?
Well, she's a writer and a what is it? A
Radiographer?
radiographer. Yes. I wanted to say it right. Radiographer. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that's not as cool as we
I
are.
was going to say Maureen and Gary won.
Yeah. It was. Shirley and Kirk, zero.
No.
But we love having you on. I'm intrigued by the things that you do because now, do you live in New Zealand right now?
I do, yeah. In
Okay.
Palmerston North, yeah.
Okay.
And then where? What part?
Palmerston North, which is in the North Island, is sort of a smallish
Okay.
town, kind of near Wellington, a couple of hours from Wellington.
Okay.
Nice,
All you
nice.
New Zealand friends will know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just very intrigued by you because you write these children's books, and I read a few of them. There's two.
But before we get into that, what is a radiographer? What is it that you do?
Yes.
Yes.
So radiographers are the ones who take the x-rays or the scans, like MRIs, CT scans, mammograms. Sometimes they go into theatre and take x-rays, and then the radiologist reads them with the results.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
Yes.
And you wrote children's books on it, and I can completely relate to this because I have claustrophobia. And when I was a kid, and I would do MRIs or any kind of X-ray type thing, I would start having panic attacks.
Oh, no,
And
yeah.
I wish I could have read. Now, what do your books help children with?
Well, that's a big one, is the anxiety and sort of the fear of the unknown, which is sort of the main idea behind it. So making the books a little bit more familiar with the pictures and having a relatable character and a story to learn about what happens without just being told what happens. So that when they get there, they're not so overwhelmed with all the new stuff and the new equipment. And those big machines can look quite scary for adults and kids. So yeah, and the books, and especially the second one, the MRI one, is written also for adults. So because adults will be reading to the child, so it's written so that they can learn a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
They might know a few little tricks. They might not know a few little tricks that we incorporate every day, and I'll put them into the story for how the child gets through it, so they can sort of learn a little bit along the way as well.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
I love that
It can
one.
help
That's
the parent and the child.
That's
Yeah.
the book about Jake getting an MRI.
Yeah, that's Jake's MRI scan in space. That's for the publishers now. It's not out yet, but it's at the
But it will be,
illustration
yeah.
stage. Yeah.
But the first one was the Magic Machine, where Anne broke her leg.
Anna's magic X-ray. So she has a little incident on the trampoline and needs an X-ray, and then this story just shows the process of how things happen. Again, just showing it in a story with a relatable character. And she, again, even the X-ray machine can look a bit daunting when it's towering over the top of you. So she gets a bit anxious when she sees that. And then Rose, the radiographer, is there to sort of help her, and she picks up on her love of magic. And then that's where the magic, a little bit of the magic of the X-ray machine, how it works, but also encouraging her to think of a magic spell. And that turns out to be her poem that she's got at home on her bedroom wall. And so saying that is just the amount, sort of enough distraction for her that helps her get through the X-ray, helps Rose get the X-ray done. And then that magic of self-positive talk is that mindset theme, that magic mindset theme that sort of helps her look at things differently and look at the machine differently. And that's when she looks at the big X-ray machine as the elephant. That's where that comes in, instead of looking at it in a scary way.
I love the illustration.
Yeah,
Love
sort of
it.
the big ears as the handles and the trunk with the big tubes that come out of the X-ray machine. So that's a little bit of the magic as well there. So it's a bit of a few things.
You have children. Did your children inspiration
Yep.
to write these?
Yeah.
Was it your children to do?
Yeah, they did, really, because I mean, I had the idea so long ago, probably 20 odd years ago, when I came back from living in London. I thought of it. I thought, why don't these have these books in waiting rooms? Just like it'd be cool to have a series of different types of medical experiences. And then, life happens and other things happen. So when I had my own children, I thought about it again, but then it wasn't until probably 5 years ago, after the lockdown and everything, and I had a bit of a break from work and just stopped and thought, okay, this is my time to do it, get it done. And then I told my kids about it, and of course, as soon as you tell them, you really have to follow through, and they're like, just do it. So that gives you the motivation to get it done and show them that it can be done.
Well, I can just see so many of our listeners right now. We have mothers and grandparents and fathers and grandfathers,
Sisters,
just clamoring to want one of these books. And I noticed that you can get it at all sorts of places, Amazon being one of them. If you're in the States,
how can you order one of these books?
Well, it depends where you are. So the publisher is based in the UK. So I've got the links on my website for a few different options. But if you're in the UK, check with the publisher first, and then you can compare it with things like Amazon, or the USA. You can compare it with Barnes and Noble and a few other sites online, and Amazon. And same with Australia, New Zealand. Amazon.com.au is one that we've been using as well. And then there's a couple of other sites that do free shipping. So once you Google the title, there's heaps of, the publisher's been really good at distributing it. So they've got it on lots of different country, like Ireland and all sorts of sites. So
great.
Pretty much Google it and see what is the best for your country.
That's what I'll
Amazon,
do.
You can't go wrong, and the publishers deliver worldwide, so that's easy too.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to take all the links that your country link, and I'll put it in our description box below. And that's how you can order these books, because I know you guys are like, how you're going to ask us after this, how can we get these books? Because it's just such a great idea. It should be in every doctor's office in the world, in my opinion. In my opinion, because
Now I have a question, Jenny. When you were a kid, were you scared?
I was, up until a certain point. I think I was a little bit. I wasn't too bad, to be fair. I was sort of
interesting.
Yeah, I had a little incident when I was about 17 that I had to suddenly go into hospital and have some tests done, and they thought it was going to be something quite well. They thought it was going to be leukemia, but it turned out to be just a weird bruising issue, and my spleen was eating my platelets by mistake. So that was just a weird immune crash after having glandular fever. So that was a process. So that gave me a little bit of a, reality hit with what can go wrong, but thankfully it didn't go wrong. So that was the only real incident I had. But I always liked medical things as a kid. Like I always wanted to be a doctor when I was young, and I found it interesting. So I had more of a interest in stuff when I was young, and I didn't have that bad experience till I was a bit older. Yeah. Which turned out fun.
So this was your this was your path. This was
the
it.
passion.
Yeah, I feel like when I had the idea, I just thought it should be in waiting rooms, and even just at homes and at school, so that you're prepared before you get to the waiting room, and then you know about things. It's just knowing about stuff, really. So then it's
it is. Education is key.
It should be in libraries and everywhere. I mean, it's a no-brainer on this, because the one thing that does stop people from going and doing things like this is fear. And if you can take that fear away, that's the hardest part.
I mean, the worst thing in the world is getting your blood drawn. I mean, the needles.
That's another one. Yeah, I know.
And it's like, I can't wait for your book on that, because that to me, I mean, a needle, and my sister has to hold my hand through the whole thing, but it's not that scary.
So common.
Yeah,
I know. That sometimes starts as a child as well. So a lot of these fears can start as a child, and then that sticks, and then you've got it for adulthood. So if you can start start having that knowledge and stuff earlier to try and remove them earlier, then when you do get into adult, you might not need an MRI until you're a teenager or an adult or whatever, but at least you know about it. Then you know that these things, you can have a mask on your eyes, you can have music, you can have your support person, you do all the little tricks that you might not know, or you might not know what the machine looks like. You might think it's completely covered in. Like, some people come and think, oh, it's open, I can come out. Does it? Yes, it's not that bad. So they build it up to be a lot worse sometimes. So that's just not knowing.
This is just fabulous. I mean, I want this to go global, these books.
Oh, I think it will.
It really should.
It will.
Because I wish I had this when I was a kid. It would have been so nice. Now, do your kids want to go into the medical field, or are they too young? Or?
One is, the youngest one is 10, and she kind of likes animals, so she's thinking vet, and then the other one's sort of thinking vet way. She's quite likes animals as well, so vet nursing or vet. But she's got a similar nature to me, the older one, the 14-year-old. So she could possibly go into the medical world. She's not sure.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
So what's it like living in New Zealand?
It's good. I mean, every country has its, but it's a good, easy living. Like, especially in our town, it's one of the smaller towns. I think there's 100,000 people here. So to get across town is sort of, the longest distance might be 15-minute drive. So
that's amazing.
It's nice and easy, which makes it easy with kids. You can just whip out, boom, boom, boom.
Are you
and there's more work-life balance and home life, and it's good.
Are you a Chris Lilly fan?
Chris Lilly? I don't know.
He's a comedian in Australia and New Zealand.
Really?
Yeah, and we love him on the show. So I was just wondering if you were, but I always ask that if I'm on podcast.
She asks that to everybody. They don't even have to be from New Zealand.
No, they have to. He's a great comedian. Yeah, you see him on one video.
So, have you been to the States?
When we were younger, that was the first big trip. So it was really exciting. We were like 15 at the time. 16. So that was a long time ago. With Mum and Dad, we went to LA and we did the old, the Disneyland and the Universal Studios and things. And we did a little San Diego trip, and then we did a little Tijuana trip, as you do, a little tourist Tijuana trip.
Yes. You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah.
We got great fish.
Yeah. It was very interesting. It was good. Yeah, that was good fun. But I'd love to take my girls back there one day. Cool.
You should. You should come to Portland. You should come to Portland. Visit us.
Come to Henderson. Come to Henderson, where your parents went.
Oh, yeah.
My parents took your parents to the Grand Canyon.
Yes, yeah.
when they visited. So yeah,
So you should come
Yes,
next. and
that
we'll
would be
go.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be
that would
fun.
be awesome.
Well, you are a delight.
You really are.
And I can't wait for your next book.
Yeah, you guys,
Oh,
we are
thanks.
going to put a link to all of Jenny Buchanan's sites
The 2
where you can
books.
get the books. You're going to want to get them for your grandchildren, your children, yourself. You're going to
Your nieces, your nephews.
if you have a doctor, if you have a doctor in the family,
Yes.
show them to the doctor. We have a dentist in our family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a couple for him. But just this is something that needs to be in every doctor's office, I think, you know, and just
Yeah, that's
calm
my mission.
anxiety.
Yeah,
It's quite a
for
mission
trying to get it out there. I've been emailing all the radiology practices, which is
well,
we'll
we'll help you.
Yeah, we have a
people
great
could buy one and then they could just donate it to their local thing if they've read it to death.
Yeah.
We have
That's
a
the way to
great
get it.
community here, and I know that they probably think this is a great idea.
OHSU is here.
Yeah.
We'll donate them all to them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, Jenny, thank you for having for letting us have a little bit of your time, and it's been
pleasure.
so
Thank you.
wonderful. And I hope we get to speak to each other again very soon.
And hopefully you can come visit us.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Awesome
All
talking
right.
to you both. Okay, thank you.
Bye, Jenny.
See ya. Bye.
Okay, guys, we hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. We love talking with our friend Jenny, and she chose the animal rescue today. She chose SPCA of New Zealand. They prevent cruelty against animals, educate and engage, rescue animals, rehabilitate, they shelter, rehome, and reunite. They seek justice for animal cruelty cases. So if you want to help out the SPCA of New Zealand, we will put their link in the description box below. We're also going to put the link to how you can buy Jenny's books. And there's different ways of doing it in each country. So we'll put each country code in there. I think it's great if you have kids. It's just like a perfect thing. And we always love helping our friends here. So thank you for joining us. And we will see you tomorrow during our live. Oh, what will happen between now and then? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.